Kinda, I am back again, and we are in the studio. Yeah. So, yes, I am wearing the exact same thing that I was wearing in the last episode because I am recording this right after. Hope y'all forgive me. I look cute. I'm not gonna change. I feel comfortable. I'm wearing my UFT sweater. You know, represent Toronto, baby. Yeah, that was enough. And yeah, I don't know if you didn't or did watch last episode, but I'm wearing yoga pants from EVERY. So cute, so hot and fresh. They're the bell-bottom ones. Cool, yeah. And then, yeah. Cool, yeah. And then my hair, I washed it. It's cute, it's cool. Anyways, yeah. That's the breakdown. So, I just realized I have no idea what episode I'm filming right now. I should have probably done this before, but it's okay. We're doing it now. I am setting up. I'm so sorry. I should have done this before. I'm very unprofessional. Listen, it's a one-woman show here, okay? Give me a break. Okay, I guess we'll start with, no, before we start with the intro, I want to know what the hell we're going to talk about today. Oh, okay, cool. Oh my god, I know what the fuck I want to talk about today. Oh. We're going to get down and dirty, baby. So let's start off with the intro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How are you? You are listening to Hire Me. And I'm your host, Tina Nunez de Oliveira. And welcome to my podcast. Love it. And let's get it started. Hello, my little nuggets. I know I haven't called you guys in like a nugget in a while. And if you didn't know, the new update is you're not a chicken nugget. You're just a nugget. A nugget of love. You could be a nugget of chicken. A nugget of beef. A nugget of chickpeas if you're a vegan. But I prefer to kind of see you guys as nuggets of love, you know, just all splattered around the world, living your best lives, frying it up, and getting eaten alive because it's a cruel fucking world. Anyways, let's get started. Let me get comfortable. Today's episode, I need you guys to tell me if I am right or if I am wrong, because I need validation. Okay, so this is just basically an update on like how living here has been, and like, you know, it's been great. It's been getting great. It wasn't great in the beginning. I know I did a 1 month type of update, like how it's been since I moved to the island, but it's been 3 months now, and a lot has happened, but not much has changed at the same time. I don't know, it's weird, but okay. So I'm gonna start off with this little story time, because it gets my blood boiling. Things are fine now, but let's just get into it. So, where I live, there's a quad. So that means there are 4 other homes that live in this section. I mean, it's a regular home, but the landlord owns a few of the homes here, and it happens to be the 4 on the quad. There's a few other ones too, like around it. But as a quad, we share garbages, we share parking, and like we're in a quad, like we're all facing one another. So, you know, if anything's to happen, like we have a group chat, you know, like we do our garbages together, we have a schedule, like there's, you know, for less chaos, there is a group of communication with these people. And the other night, actually, let me set up everything first. I have a parking spot, and the girl right beside me also has a parking spot. But the 2 in front don't have a parking spot here, because we're behind the quad. Like, we're not living on the street, we live behind it. I don't know if I'm revealing way too much right now about where I live, but it's for the sake of the fucking story right now. So, yeah, my parking spot is like directly beside my house. And to get down here, it's already like a narrow spot, like it's a narrow driveway. And right in between my house and the other house, there's like kind of a small, an even smaller driveway, but where we put our recycling bins and like, I guess, storage, or I don't know, nobody uses it as storage, it's just like kind of wide open. The people from the back can easily come in here because there's also a gate. So, yeah, and also the home in the back is also owned by the same landlord, and they actually happen to be very close with the landlord. This has nothing to do with them. I just kind of wanted to paint a picture for you. So, coming down this driveway, what I do is I come down like face first, just like, you know, you're driving a road, you're going head first, and then I go into this smaller even section, and then I back up into my spot so that when I'm leaving, it's just a quick in and out. Now, whenever someone parks in the spot where we put our recycling bin, so that even narrower side, it becomes extremely difficult for me to park. It's already difficult as is. Like, it gets some getting used to, like, you know. So yeah. And sometimes, like, you know, my roommate's boyfriend will park there, or we even had our landlord have friends visiting. They were kind of taking up the space from the home across. It's still in the quad, but they were there, and they would put their car there, because, like, they were only staying for a week or two. And like, that was fine. He told us about it. He was a bitch every single night to try to back up. But like, whatever. You know, landlord said it, so I'm not gonna fight with him. He's given me a place to live, you know? So, whatever. The other night, literally like 2 nights ago, I come home from like a very shitty day at work, which I will get into. And so I'm coming home, and I realize anytime that I'm behind the wheel and I'm just like, fuck this, fuck life, fuck other humans, I always get into some kind of fucking accident. I don't know what it is. It's obviously my energy. It's off. It's not me. It's very pessimistic, very negative, and so I guess that's exactly what it attracts. So I'm driving, and I realize that the car is there. And it's not my roommate's boyfriend. I don't even know whose car it is. I just know it's a fucking car that has been there for the past 4 nights. So I'm like, okay, like, this is annoying. So I back up into this very narrow road, like 0 lights other than the red light of my backup and my camera, which isn't even picking up on anything. So I'm like looking in my mirrors. And then as I'm turning to like get into my spot, my front bumper hits this small post that like kind of divides the front yard to the driveway. of the home on the other side, like on the right. And I just hear, like it just fucking ripped something. Obviously something happened. And I'm like, oh, great, like I just scratched up my car. I get out of my car and my front right bumper is completely off. Like this shit is gone. It's dangling. It's off. It looks like it would cost me $1,000 or $2 to fix. And I am livid. Even more than I already was. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Like, this is not my life right now. But it is. It is what it is. And so, I come inside and I'm like, you know what? Like, I need to message this quad, this group chat, and tell them, like, this just cannot be happening. Like, what the fuck? Like, I literally just ruined my car. And as I'm like about to send that message, I hear someone opening a car door. And I'm like, if I hear it, and my window was kind of up, I'm like, it must be the car that's right here. It's like genuinely like right outside my window. So I go outside, I open my front door and I go outside and I look at the girl and I'm like, hey, is this your car? And obviously like I'm not saying it in a nice tone. I'm pissed. This just fucking happened. Like, you know, like I'm not in a great mood, you know, like I get that. I was probably in the wrong for coming in hot. But, yeah, if you've had any type of incident with your car, you know you are not calm in any sense. Like, there's just no, I have never met one person who has gone into a car accident and been like calm. Whether you're the person hit by it or the person driving, like it's just never an easy situation. So, yeah, I come out and I get it. It still doesn't justify me being a complete fucking cunt. I get it. But I come out and I'm like, is this your car? Exactly in that tone. And she goes, yeah. And I go, okay, do you live here? And she goes, no, my best friend is like right over there, and points to the house right across from me in the quad. And I'm just like, okay, well, can you not park here next time? There is free parking on the street. As I'm backing up, I just completely ripped out my front bumper. There is no lights, and this just like completely blocks out my way of coming in. So I said like exactly that in exactly that attitude. And she goes, oh my God, you don't have to come in so hot. And I just rolled my eyes because I'm like, you can't fucking handle the heat, bitch. Fucking walk away. Instead, I walked away. I was like, ugh, fucking can't with these fucking townies. Fucking sensitive ass. Like, you didn't even acknowledge what I said. You just said, oh my God. Like, you fucking baby. At least give me a reply. Don't be a fucking bitch. Anyways. I am in the wrong. I get it, okay? I'm even getting heated about it now. I don't think there's really like, oh, who's right, who's wrong. I think it's just something needs to happen. Anyways. So yeah. And then I come back in and I send the message to the group chat. And then the girl who, like her best friend, the one that actually lives across the street, sent a message. I'm actually going to read it because I don't remember exactly. And I would like to get the actual facts down in case you guys are going to judge me. I want you to know the full story. So this is what I said. Hey guys, not sure whose car is blocking the driveway. Can we not do that unless it's an emergency or something? Because while I was backing up and because it's nighttime, I just completely ruined my front bumper. And obviously your guest is not going to pay for it. So if they can just park on the street, that'd be great. That's all I said. And then the fucking cunt across the street says, well, across the quad says, we're actually allowed to have guests park there for a short period of time. I've lived here for 3 years. Sorry you hit your bumper. That's what I think she sounds like. I have no idea what she actually sounds like. I I just see her taking bowl hits in the morning, and like low-key maybe kind of jealous, because like I'm not in a place in time of my life where I can fucking freely do that, and you have a whole ass child. So yes, I'm gonna judge you, and I will get into that later. And then I said, because I was like, what really threw me off was I've lived here for 3 years. So I said, yeah, short period of time. She's been here all week parking her car. It's already a hassle parking in that spot. Doing it backwards at night makes it 10 times harder without any light. It's honestly an inconvenience, and it's inconsiderate. There's free parking on the street, and I've lived here for 3 months. ... And then I'm like, the only appropriate answer here is you understand and won't do it again, or she'll help pay for the damages. I'm not playing the who's been here longer game. This is my means for transportation, and I pay rent just like you. Like, I just didn't like that. Like, great. And I've been here for 3 fucking months. Is this a fucking game? Like, you're not acknowledging the fact that this is an inconvenience. Don't fucking do it again. That's all I fucking needed. But anyways, and then she messages me. She messages me privately and says, "Hi there. Yeah. So I have my child for more than 5 days a week." I have to do her voice. "Hi there. Yeah. So I have my child for more than 5 days a week, and my friend has not been parked there. I'm sorry if you feel like it's an inconvenient." She didn't say inconvenience, she said inconvenient. "She parks overnight sometimes and will leave the next morning. If you have that much of an issue, I guess bring it up to Chris? ? And I say, what's the point of this message? Genuinely, what is the point in that fucking message? And then she says, "To have a conversation without the whole quad. You're clearly upset and being very hostile. I'm just trying to have a talk." And then the emoji with the tongue sticking out. You fucking child. Anyways. "And yeah, no, my guest will not be paying for any damages. I'm sorry if you can't see properly in the dark, but that's not on her. Sorry about that. Like I said, bring it up to our landlord. He makes the decisions, not us. Smiley face emoji." You can already tell my blood is boiling. I want to kick this bitch in the fucking face. Anyways. I said, why would I bring it up to Chris? He's already in the chat. ... And if we're having a conversation there, it's so that the whole quad understands how difficult it is to park when there's someone blocking your means of backing into the spot. And I am, quotation, hostile, end quotation, because I'm standing up for myself. And if she's not paying for the damages, then understand and use common sense, love. You live in a quad. You have to consider the other people who live in the quad. She goes, "Okay, love. Have yourself a good night." Again, what is the point in that conversation? If you're gonna message me and know that I'm hostile about it, do you really think I'm gonna come at you with fucking emojis and be all nice, chill, and cool with my answer? Then why did you even send me a fucking message? Like, you're clearly high as fuck, not thinking properly, and just thought, oh, let me like send her a message. Like, that's me doing a full fucking bong hit. But listen, I am allowed to make fun of other stoners, okay? She's an NA. She is working through it, but she was a stoner. Still kind of honestly Like, I'm not completely done and over with, and this is all part of the update. But anyways, let's get back into the messages. I say, do you want me to send emojis and kiss the ground you walk on after my car literally got messed up? Have a good night and lay off the weed, sis. Seriously. And I still stand by exactly that. She says, why are you getting so angry, girl? Damn, question mark? Get happy. And I say, I would be if someone wasn't blocking my entrance to come home peacefully, get sober. She says, Jesus, how old are you? And I say, old enough to know and do better. And she says, not drive, apparently. Laughing emoji. And I reply, oh my god, you're so funny. And that was that. And then, and you can just like tell the difference between the maturity level. Obviously not mine right now. I am making fun of this girl on the internet. But it's a situation, and I talk about the situations that happen in my life. Give me a fucking break. And so this other girl who also lives technically above her, says, I do believe over the years we've had people parking in the driveway, not every day, but sometimes it would happen. And we just kind of went with the flow. Blah, blah, blah's sister has been bringing her van here, or even blah, 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 when he was where his motorcycle and his buddy's motorcycle would be out there. And I think blah, blah, blah's parents parked there at the end of the driveway, when they were staying in the other house before blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah moved in. Bracket, possibly, question mark, barely remember, end bracket. So I think this is why many others do this as well. Since they've seen it happen over the years, not sure if there is a solid rule about it in terms of how long. Clarity from Chris, our landlord, and his wife would be good. I'm so sorry about your bumper. Ugh. And then I said I was gonna send a very long paragraph being like, okay, cool, but like, and then kind of just explain myself a little bit more. But then my roommate had just came in and like we were kind of talking, and then she's like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna reply. She's like, okay, let me see the message first. And I'm glad she did, because we brought it down. She brought it down to this. Would be amazing to get some clarity about the car spot situation. I just can't afford to have this happen again. Thanks, guys. And the girl said, no problem. And so I, the next morning, went to go see the situation, and my car, sad. And then I call my parents, I'm on FaceTime with them, I'm telling them what happened, I show them, and then my dad says, just prop us up and like try to put it back. Like, because if it's a bumper, like, and I was kind of looking, I'm like, there's like holes, like, you know, when you're trying to attach something. So I'm like, I'll try to kind of put it back. So I did. It's obviously, like, it needs reinforcement. But if I had left it, my bumper could potentially fall off. Like if I hit a bumper, or if I hit like a road bump, or I'm just driving on the highway, or like whatever it is, like, you know, like there's a potential that the bumper could fall off completely. So I kind of like reattached it back. It's not, again, like I said, it needs to be reinforced by a mechanic. So then the next morning I send a message, because I'm like, dude, like these people are gonna wake up, try to look at my car and see that it's fixed, because I woke up pretty early to get that done, and they're gonna think I'm absolutely insane. So I sent a message letting them know that like I fixed it. So I said, morning quad, I got my bumper fixed, and I will definitely have a conversation with Chris so we can set up rules while I'm living here. In the meanwhile, if anyone parks there, I'm just gonna park my car right behind the car, because I'm not going to risk damaging my car again. I fixed it myself, but that's obviously not a permanent solution. I will need to get it reinforced by an actual mechanic. Thanks for understanding. Nobody really replied, because obviously what the hell are you gonna say? But my mom was just like, dude, next time, you shouldn't have ever even parked in your spot. Just park right behind the person. Like, you already know it's tough to get in. Why would you even try? And I get that. Mom has a very valid point, and that's exactly what I'm going to do next time. Like, why am I just gonna try and risk scratching up my car. Like, no, I'm putting it right behind your car. Like, if you're gonna block my way, I'm gonna block yours. You're gonna have to knock on the door, and good luck if it's before my alarm clock comes in. Like, wakes me up, because I'm not gonna answer. We don't have a doorbell. All we have is a window. Not a window, sorry, like a door that you can knock on. So, yeah. That's the tea on that. That is like the most drama-filled thing that's happened so far since living here. And I was so fucking heated. Like, and I think I kind of needed that. And funny enough, I know, like, I was kind of, and I've been shit-talking tarot, and like, I think I'll always do that and still rely on tarot for a lot of things. But I do remember, I was doing a tarot reading about like my December recap and like how it would kind of go down, and someone did say like I would get into a fight with someone and it would get very heated, and I remember thinking in the moment being like, I don't get into fights, I stay away from drama. Like, I know like this is not gonna fucking happen, but it happened. It's true. It happened. It's real. Like, it was so funny. Like, I literally had my Latina, although I'm not technically Latina, my Brazilian, my crazy, like, my Torontonian fucking attitude was just going through the roof that night. And even the next morning, like, and until today, like, I still stand by everything. I think I just needed validation in the moment to just know, like, am I in the wrong? But I know I'm not in the wrong. Like, dude, I fucking pay to be here. Like, there's free parking, and it's your guest. And, like, I need that little space so that I can back into it and back up into my spot. Like, that's just how I put in my car. I'm not gonna put it in head first, because if the car is still there, how the hell am I gonna get out? There's literally no way. Unless I completely back up and go backing up a hill towards the main street. Like, what? You got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna do that. I can back down, like, I can back up going down the hill, like, that's so much easier. But going up the hill, like, with my little fucking Kia, you think, like, no? Especially if it's snowing, although I don't know when the snow is gonna fucking fall. It's literally December and I have not seen snow here. But still, like, it does rain, and if it hits 0 or below Celsius, it freezes. And, like, how the hell am I gonna do that? No. So, yeah. That's the tea on that from the quad. Now you guys are caught up. I am the crazy neighbor. I have a major attitude. And I'm not changing myself for that. So I want you guys to let me know, am I wrong? Am I deranged? Or am I in the right? I think I'm personally in the right. Y'all let me know. Because, yeah. Send me death threats. Send me whatever you want to send me. Well, let me know. I'm kidding. Don't send death threats. You're a loser if you do that. Like, what are you gonna do? Sit behind a fucking screen and be like, you should kill yourself, I fucking hate you, blah, blah, blah. I get a fucking life. Straight up. Sorry, me being mean right now. That energy needs to leave my body, because as much as I am the nicest person you will probably ever meet, it literally, it's like an on and off switch. It will easily turn into hellfire. And anyone who is ever, like, extremely rude or mean, they have met their match. Dude, in order for you to know compassion, you have to know the complete opposite of that. And I grew up a bully because I was bullied, not only at school but at home. I grew up feeling so unloved that I would exude that energy towards other people until I learned self-love, until I learned that, like, you can't get far in life if you're like that. So I completely, like, flipped my world upside down internally and externally, and that's why I am the way that I am today. And I will go out of my way to be the nicest person ever, and I don't care if people see that as a weakness or like a vulnerability. Oh my god, like, she's nice, like, let's ruin her. You've met your fucking match, bitch, because I am not easily ruined. Nuh-uh, not this bitch. Like, it literally takes an on and off. Like, my ego will come on. Like, this other side of me will pop up. And now that, like, also this year, like, I've been dedicating myself towards living authentically, saying what I wanted to say, except for obviously telling a married man that I liked him. Obviously, that is out of the picture. But, like, other than that, I try to live my authentic truth and, like, speak up, you know, and speak up for myself. And this was it. And this is just, like, you know, like, maybe I could have done it less heated, for sure. But at the beginning of the year in January, I was working at this pizzeria in Toronto, and I was getting sexually harassed at work. I don't know if I ever talked about this on the podcast. But I spoke up for myself, and it made things 10 times worse. And in the moment, I thought, shit, like, why did I do that? But because of that, that has been a Cadillac for my growth. Like, because of that, I am the person that I am today, and I will stand up for myself, no problem. Because at the end of the day, that's self-respect, that's self-love. And I'm sure you guys have probably heard this quote, and maybe you haven't, and I might butcher it, but it's like the most spiritual thing you can do sometimes is tell someone to fuck off. And that is so true. Because at the end of the day, that's you owning your truth, and that's you standing up for yourself. And if someone is fucking with you, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. You can be a great, loving person, very, like, spread love, kindness, peace. But at the same time, you fuck me over, oh, nuh-uh. Not me, bitch. You can try another bitch, but not this bitch. She ain't standing up for that shit. And honestly, I probably do have my Aries mother to thank for helping me stand up for myself, because that woman, if y'all think I'm heated, y'all have not met her. She's a problem with a capital P. But no, seriously, like, all love for my mother, but, like, she is a woman who will stand up for herself and the people she loves no matter what. She could be in the wrong, but she is letting you know what the fuck is up, you know. And I want to take that lesson, but also, like, have reason with it, you know. Like, I don't want to just fight anyone. I don't want to just be a Karen for no reason. But if you give me a reason, I'm gonna call the fucking cops on you, bitch. No, but seriously, next time, like, if I see that it's a car that's not anyone that I know, and even if it's the same car, I'm just gonna call the cops and have them tow it. Like, I will pull a fucking Karen. Like, it's not your fucking property. It's really not. You're not paying rent here, sis. You can get the fuck out, sis. Yeah, I'm gonna come in fucking hot. You can't handle it, fucking walk away. Or I will, honestly. Because I can't handle soft fucking people. Like, I get it. You could have been like, oh, like, listen, calm down. I understand. And I'm sorry. Not, oh my god, you don't have to come in so high. Grow the fuck up. Do you not have a fucking child? Is that how you deal with your child? And yeah, sure, I was kind of coming for her for being a fucking stoner and having a whole ass kid. Because, sis, do better. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, it took me, I mean, I always knew that I needed help. I always knew that I had a problem with smoking weed. And just seeing that, like, waking up every morning and seeing, like, this grown woman, I mean, she's not that grown, she might be around my age or, like, younger, 'cause she looks young, just, like, bong hits right in the morning, and then, like, taking care of the kid. Like, I really genuinely don't know how you do that. Maybe that's what, like, calms you down, but, like, you have a child, and that child is, like, no more than 4 years old. I honestly cannot tell children's age. It's like newborn to, like, 10 years old, you all kind of look the same to me. But you guys get it. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna judge you hard. I'm sorry. Get your fucking life together. If not for you, for your kid. And I get that. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna be a mother one day and not gonna want to smoke weed and have a glass of wine or something like that. No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying is that if I'm doing this every single day, it's a fucking problem. Like, go to NA. I went to my first NA meeting, and that literally changed my life. Since then, I have stopped smoking weed absolutely every single day. To the point where, like, I don't even do it in public anymore. Because it, like, literally makes me anxious. Because that's what weed does. It makes you anxious. Unless you're, like, vibing, or you're a fucking stoner, and you're so used to the feeling that you don't even give a fuck anymore. And you do it, like, you do it to numb yourself. And that's exactly it. Like, she's clearly numbing herself. That's not my issue. That's really not my fucking problem. But, sis, like, get your fucking shit together. Straight up. Like, this child needs you at the end of the day. So, yeah. The same way I needed myself. Like, I'm here independently alone. Like, I don't have my parents near me. I don't have anyone to rely on. I don't have anyone to, like, a shoulder to cry on. I needed myself. So I took my fucking self to an NA meeting, and I got shit done. And now I'm only smoking, like, just for fun on the weekends, or, like, if I go out to play pool, or, like, you know, which is also an update. Kind of like a 3-in-1 update. The whole drama, I'm not smoking as much anymore. I feel so much better. Sometimes I still get kind of like a headache, like right now. Like, I did smoke last night, and I will probably smoke today. I mean, it was Saturday, today's Sunday. You know, like, I would have never waited a whole week to smoke weed before. So I've come a long way, and I'm extremely proud of myself, and I know that other people can do it as well. And it's just a process. Maybe one day I will never want to touch weed again, or maybe it's just going to be a once-in-a-month type of thing. Because the more I'm into this new schedule of just, like, doing it just on the weekend, or just when I'm off, or just when, like, it's convenient, really. Like I'm not going out of my way to buy it either. Like, it's just, if I have it, I have it, you know? Like, it's just, it's a very healthy mindset with it that I've learned and pushed myself to get to. So, yeah, I'm proud of myself. Tap on the fucking back, because an addiction isn't easy. And at the end of the day, it's still an addiction. If I'm still doing it, it's an addiction. It just means it's a lot more controlled. Or maybe it's not. Maybe I'm completely wrong and I'm actually completely fully healed. And I've healed the wounds within, because that's exactly what numbing is. You're numbing something that you refuse to feel. And I've been feeling a lot of feelings, and I've been acknowledging them, and I've been doing the work. I've been journaling. I've been, you know, I've been talking and telling myself, like, you deserve better. You deserve a life worth living. And this isn't living. This isn't fun anymore. So, yeah. And, obviously, as you heard, I've been going out now. I've been, like, literally hitting up the bars. Although it's been with, like, a coworker of mine who's, like, that's a whole situation on itself, too. It's like, I keep finding myself in these, like, friendships and relationships. I mean, this isn't, like, a friendship to last a lifetime, but, like, she's just a work friend and also a going out friend. Like, she's just fun to go out with when I'm drunk. But that's about it. Because anytime after that, like, we've been out, 3 times together? First night, I was drunk as shit. First time I got drunk in a really, really, really long time. Like, I want to say years. Actually, maybe I think I got drunk once this summer. But it wasn't like a drunk. It was like a tipsy drunk. It was, like, not that bad. But this was, like, drunk. This is, like, me having fun. Like, dancing on the tables, singing karaoke fun, you know? And, like, talking to absolutely every single fucking human being in that bar. But, yeah, like, literally, I show up to that bar and people know me now. Like, what the fuck did I do that night? What did I do? But it's a fun bar because there's pool. Like, I'm learning how to play pool. I've always, oh my god, I remember, like, being in high school, being like, oh my god, I can't wait to be like in my early 20s or like mid 20s and be playing pool with my friends at the bar and like, you know, like cute guys hitting on me. That doesn't happen because I think I'm too intimidating and too cute, hair flip. But yeah, I don't mind them. Take your crusty, dusty ass away from me. But yeah, no, like it's been fun being able to do that. Aside from like that friend like treating me differently anytime she realizes that like guys are staring at me, it's like, sis, I can't fucking help it. It's my energy at the end of the day. Like I'm really not that fucking cute. Okay, I'm cute, but like I'm not no Megan Fox. Like, you know, I'm just a girl and I work on myself and that energy literally transcribes and people are able to pick up on it, you know, like she's someone who loves herself, she's someone who's focused, she's someone who likes to have fun. People are gonna pick up on that. So, but her energy is constantly like, dude, I remember once like we were playing pool, this was like not this past week but the week before that, and there was another girl there with us, and every time a guy would walk in through the door, she'd like look at the door. You know, like anytime a guy would pass by, like her energy is just in them. And like, love her. Cute little girl, like, you know, like she's still young, she's still learning to like be herself and like love herself, you know, like it's a process. I was there, been there, done that, sis, like I get it, and I'm not judging you for it. But I will judge you for treating me like shit in front of other guys because you think that's cool. I learned in high school that's not cool. Actually, I learned in elementary school that's not cool. Like, people don't like you if you make fun of your friends to make yourself feel better. Like, it just screams insecure. Sorry. And I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you're like, fuck you, bitch. Sis, I'm sorry. Tough love here. But it's true. I try to tell you, and I try to tell you in a very, very sweet ways, very sugared up ways, but sorry, like that's just, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't really like want to go out with her anymore, because like, why the fuck am I gonna go play pool just for you to be like intense with me and like it's not a fucking competition. You can have any man you want in this fucking bar. I don't want any of them. They are not interesting to me. Unless they show interest and they are very successful and very much in love with themselves and confident and like, you know, then that changes the game. But other than that, no. You know, like, no sis, there's no competition here. I just want a fucking friend. Haven't had a friend like that in a while, like a good fucking friend. Actually, my cousin is a good fucking friend. And I've seen so many friendships just go down the fucking drain because of jealousy, because of them feeling inadequate. Like, I have this one friend, love her, but unfortunately I felt this, and the thing is, I don't know how to bring it up to people and tell them, like, you're insecure and that's why this friendship isn't working. But she's insecure, and before, when we were in high school, when I was the insecure one, although I never made my friends feel that way, maybe I did and I just never honestly realized it. It very much could have been like that, but I was very much in a very like feel sorry for myself type of thing, and I wanted friends. I really valued friends. So to me, it was friendship over the guys, always. Like, I've never put relationships over anyone ever. Maybe in grade 9, my very first relationship, like, I was just very, like, obsessed with him. But, yeah, whatever, that was short-lived. But yeah, where was I at? I was, like, going down a deep down rant, and, right, the friend. She's still a good friend, but we don't really talk that much that often. We were really, really, really close, but then we've kind of drifted and I moved away, and like obviously like we just haven't really talked. And she'll still always be a friend to me. But I remember in high school when she was like the hot, popular one, and all the guys loved her. She was it, girl. And, you know, tables turned. She got a boyfriend. She got stressed from school and like stresses from other things in life, and I guess that weighed down on her consciousness. And then anytime we would go out and I started getting the attention that I always cried to her about, all I ever wanted was for someone to even look my way, until I started looking my own way and cared less about what other people fucking thought. And I honestly recently shared a story about this the other day, and it's this girl, I don't know who it is, but it's this girl, it's like a TikTok reel. Well, it was on Instagram Reels, but she has 3 cups, and it's like the 1 cup, well, technically 4 cups. The 1 cup is you, and if you're pouring your water into other cups, your energy into other people, being like, oh, when I go out, I want people to look at me, I want people to compliment me, I want guys to look at me and like see me and blah blah blah. Like, if your energy is into other people, they're gonna retract from you. But if your energy and your focus is all on you and that water is full in your cup, then that makes people attracted to you. And that is exactly how energy works. That is exactly how self-love works. You have to fill your own cup in order to attract the things that you want. So ever since I started learning how to fill my own cup, the people around me started realizing that, did not like that change, and started treating me differently. Until this day, that still happens. Until this day, I'm still learning how to manage those type of friendships. Because I want friendships. I don't want to be a loner. But I also don't want to feel diminished or left out because a friend feels insecure. Mic drop. I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm done feeling that way, and I'm done being around people who make me feel that way. And so I'm just still honestly learning how to navigate that, because that's not worth it. That's not a friendship that's worth it. And I've had so many friendships like that. Even this past summer, I had a friendship like that. So I honestly do hate making new friendships with people who aren't fully into themselves, who aren't fucking conceited, who aren't fucking drop dead gorgeous. Because growing up, that's all the type of friendships I did have. And because I wasn't that girl, it worked. But then as I got older, I stopped being friends with the gorgeous, gorgeous girls, or the gorgeous, gorgeous girls became insecure because of certain stuff that happened in their lives. And then they saw that I leveled up. Not that they're leveling down. No, things happen, and I don't think I'm always going to be this confident, this radiant, and awesome for the rest of my life. I'm sure there's probably going to be points in my life, like right after birth, like postpartum, like I'm not going to feel hot. I'm not going to feel like, you know, I'm going to want attention from other people, and I'm going to start pouring my water into other people's cups, wanting their validation. Hopefully that doesn't actually end up happening. I'm going to knock on wood. But like, you know, hopefully I'll have the wisdom and honestly these videos to look back on and be like, oh, okay, you know, like this isn't just for you guys, like this is for me at the end of the day. These are like journal diary entries that I'm willing to share with the world about the things that I've learned, the things that are making me become the highest version of myself, and how easy it is for you guys to get there too. You know, like it's really just that journey here on Hire Me. So make sure you stay tuned in, because we got new videos every week, baby. A little shameless self-promo there. But yeah, no, seriously, like navigating this big scary world is tough. It really is. But hopefully it'll all be worth it for something one day. I really hope so. Because I deserve to be happy, and I deserve to have hot friends who aren't insecure anytime they go out with me and belittle me because it makes them feel better. No. Like, I just don't like that. And my cousin is honestly one of the only people who don't make me feel that way. Like, anytime we would hang out in the city or whatever, obviously I'm sure she noticed the attention that I was getting. But when we went to Quebec, like what was it, like 2 years ago, she was the talk of the town. She was the hot bitch. She was the it girl there. Like, oof, hot, because she is hot. She is fucking hot. But, you know, like, we can both appreciate each other's beauty and appreciate the fact that, like, there's certain parts of the world and our country that, like, people are more attracted to certain features about us. She and I are complete different opposites. She's like this light skin curl. We both have curly hair. That's like the only thing we have in common. And that we speak Portuguese too. And English. And that we grew up together. But like, you know what I mean? Like, she's like super tiny, super gorgeous. Like, I am not tiny at all. Maybe my waist is. So my ass is fat as fuck. And so, like, you know, because of the BBL culture, that has made me, like, kind of in the limelight, you know, in a way. So, you know, I'm grateful for it. Grateful for the Kardashians for setting up that standard. Thanks. But at the same time, like, there are struggles that come with it. And I've talked about it on the episode Pretty Hurts, because it is true. Pretty hurts. It's not always easy being the pretty friend, the pretty girl. You know, like, people just, you constantly have, like, a dagger in your back. Like, people are constantly wanting to fuck you over simply because of the way that you look, simply because of the attention that you get, and simply because of, honestly, the privilege that you get. Not only am I white, but I'm pretty, and I'm a girl. So I recognize that privilege, but also there are so many shitty things about being a girl. We're not going to talk about that on this episode. But yeah, that's how life has been. I've been growing, it's been great, it's been a ride, and things are getting better. Each month, things are getting better. And each month that passes by, the more and more and more, all I want to do is just focus on this podcast, focus on a career online, do what I gotta do to make it, so that I don't have to do the things and put up with certain people and, like, I'm just done. I'm seriously, like, done, and I want better for myself. And that's why I moved out here. And I know in a way I selfishly and naively thought that, like, oh, coming out here, like, it's gonna make it so much better. It's not. The same situations happen out here. I mean, the views are a lot prettier, that's for sure, and it's warmer, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, my problems came with me. And I'm solving them in different ways that I ever would have living in Toronto. I think being in that energy really made me stuck. Being near the people who have always known me my whole life kept me stuck, you know? So moving out here, that fresh new slate, getting to be exactly who I am, no apologies, has been the most wonderful experience I have ever felt and been through. Like, I am living my life authentically me. Like, tomorrow I signed up for kickboxing classes. Last time I went to kickboxing classes, I was in high school, and I loved it. I loved kickboxing. And I want to get back into it. I want to get back into going to the gym, you know, like, not being afraid to go to the gym. And that afraidness that I did have going to the gym was the anxieties from weed. So, like, giving up on weed has made me feel so much more confident and, like, in my body. I'm not numbing, you know? Obviously, I'm numbing sometimes. Kind of want to numb this afternoon. But it's not even that. Like, I'm not going into it thinking I want to numb myself. I'm going into it thinking I have downtime. I'm not doing anything. I want to relax. I want to chill. I want to be kind of stupid right now. Same way with, like, drinking wine, you know? And funny enough, though, like, they both kind of give me, like, a weird headache at the back of my head. Maybe it's dehydration. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's my body being like, sis, don't do it. But I'm a human at the end of the day. I have my struggles, and maybe it is kind of maybe numbing still. But either way, you gotta have fun. You gotta do the things that you want to do in this life. And I am doing exactly that. And I encourage you all to do exactly that. Live your life to the fullest. Do whatever the hell you want to do. Live it authentically. And if that means moving across the country, do it. It's not going to be easy. It's really not. All your problems are going to come with you. But you're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to learn how to deal with those problems in different ways. You're going to be given certain opportunities to see different sides of you that you've never realized before, and different sides of other people, and the patterns that you keep facing that are all in your own control. Mic drop. Again. But yeah, no. I'm going to stop talking because I believe we're like almost into an hour into this episode, and that's going to be a lot for me to edit. That is simply it. So, thank you for tuning into today's episode, guys. I love you. Thank you for listening to me. I encourage you to do everything that you want to do in this lifetime because you deserve it. So, this is my kiss from you. From you. Sure, maybe you're sending me a kiss. Mwah. Love you. Mwah. Mwah. And mwah. Ciao, ciao. That was... Okay. I thought my chair was literally gonna flip over. But we're good. We're Gucci. Let me just save this. I want to save it just in case, because I would hate for this to, I can't believe we're on episode 46. That's actually crazy. Oh wait, that's 46. So 46. Okay. But yeah, even the difference in me leveling up and me like letting go of certain addictions, aka my weed addiction, has even made my thinking process so much easier. Like going into this, like I have a clear set plan, like I don't have to keep like, and I'm not going around and being like, wait, what the fuck did I just say? You know, like there's mental clarity, there's clarity in my heart, there's like this level of love that I have honestly achieved, and I'm so grateful for it. And I'm grateful to take you guys along with me, because that's what really sets my soul on fire. So guys, let me just make sure that it's saved so I can turn that off. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I got new videos every week, baby. Anyways, you know the drill. Take your kiss where you want it. Mwah. I love you.